Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about everything about radio element in OmniScript. So in the last video of OmniStudio series, we have talked about what is radio group element and what are the differences between radio group element and radio element. So if you have not watched that video, I'll be adding that tutorial link in this video description. So main difference that we have talked about regarding radio group versus radio element is like radio group will have like different set of distinct questions, but all the questions will share the same set of answers, right? So based on that, user can choose a particular answer from the given set of action answers, and they can choose like set all, like to choose same answer for all the questions. So those are features are available as part of the radio group. But today we are going to see everything about radio element in OmniScript, and we will be going to see how to add manual values as data source. Then we will be talk about like how to add images as part of the selected options. Then we'll be going to see how to use the data source of SObject, and we are going to see as well like how to use the data source as custom as a data source. Like for example, if I just show you, for example, this one. So this one is the manual input, so we can just provide the key value pair, like means we just need to provide the value and label. And in the image format, we are going to see how to upload that image and show the image in a by choosing the display format as image. Then we are going to see how to choose the option source as SObject, and we are going to use the syntax object dot field name. And the finally most critical part, which is like choosing the custom as a data source, and in that we will be going to see how to implement that callable class in the new standard OmniStudio standard designer, which is unlike like implementing velocity open interface. So something got changed in standard new designer. We are going to see that callable, how to implement that callable interface, and I am going to add that code in my GitHub repo as well. That will be you can find in this video description as well. So let's get started, and I like to thank all my members, all my viewers who chosen to take membership into my channel. That motivates me to create more technical videos for you, and please consider hype this video so that it could be reachable to more audience. So thanks for watching. Please stay tuned. I'll be uploading more tutorials, so please stay tuned, and please stay tuned. So let me just get started. So I'll just create a new OmniScript, and I'll just start from scratch as I do from for every video. So let me just go to the OmniScript, and I'll just create a new OmniScript for explaining all about the radio element in OmniScript. So radio element in OS, and we just need to provide the type and subtype as well, radio element OS. So I'll just click on save so that our OmniScript will be created. And radio element, like in Salesforce OmniStudio's OmniScript, lets user to select exactly one mutually exclusive option from a visible list, right? So it is ideal for limited choices and is highly customizable with dynamic options and conditional logic and custom data sources as well, right? So first of all, in the step element, we can just find the radio element by searching the radio element. So we'll find under this input element, we could find the radio element, right? So let me just provide the radio element name as radio manual. Okay, so I'll create a different same by cloning the same radio element by choosing a different data source, right? So I'll just provide the label as radio manual, right? So we will have like display format, like these are the display formats will be available. I'm just going to discuss in some time. Before that, let me just show you the option source. So there are like three option source: custom, manual, SObject. So I'll just show you the first option source as manual, and in the manual source we just used to add values like value and label. We just need to add like, right? For example, I want to add like collision. So I'll just provide the value and label as same, and we can just choose a default value as well. I'm just selecting a default value, and I'll just click on save and new. Let me just add another value like damage, and I'll just click on save and new, and let me just add hail damage, right? And I'll just click on save. So we can see that this many three options is got added, right? And if I just click on preview, and we are seeing these three options is available as part of the manual input. And if I just choose any of them, we'll see like in the under the step element, this radio manual element value is getting updated, damage to damage, right? So based on the selection, this value in the data OmniJSON data will be updated accordingly. Now let me just show you the display format. Now we have this display format, right? So there are like 4 display formats: horizontal, vertical, image, and button group. So currently vertical is being selected, so that is why we are seeing these options in a vertical manner. But if I just choose horizontal, then we'll be seeing this option in a horizontal manner, right? So now if I just choose as button group, so this will be showing as button, right? If I just click on preview, though the functionalities are same, but the display format is getting updated based on our selection, right? So we are just selected these many options. So these many options we can see, and like button like interface, we could see these values, right? So now let me just show you the display format as image, right? So currently it is showing us like this format. Since I have selected the display format as image, that is why it's showing as image format. But currently I did not have uploaded any images for this one, right? So we have selected the display format as image, and we can choose or update like width and height as well, and how many image count in a row, those can be configured. And we can choose option source as image or from custom object or SObject. We can just choose to get those image URLs or kind of, right? So if I just click on any of the values, right, so we could see we can just choose an existing image, or we can upload a new image as well. So for collision, let me just upload a image. So let me just upload this collision image, and we could see the preview of the image as well, right? So now after uploading the image, let me just save the value, right? So now let me do it for this damage as well. So let me just upload a new image for example damage. Let me just upload this one, crashed car. And in here at the final hail damage, I can just upload the hail damage image. So let me just upload this image, right? So we could see these many options are getting shown as image format. And if I just preview this one, we'll be seeing this kind of image is being shown since we have selected the display format as image. So this is how we can configure these a display format in the radio element, right? So these are like 4 display format. We have discussed all about 4 of them, right? So now let me just update the display format to, for example, horizontal, right? So now instead of manual, so we have selected first manual. Now let me show like how to configure the option source as a subject, right? So let me just clone this radio element by just clicking on this clone element icon, and let me just update like radio a subject, right? So I'll just provide the label as radio a subject, and let me just update the radio display format as vertical. And instead of option source as manual, we are going to choose a subject, right? So the a subject format, how we could like display, how we the format is like source format is like object dot field name. For example, I'll be just retrieving the data for the case status. So we want to display all the values of the case status, what is configured in our org, right? So let me just the preview will still show like what are those manual is being uploaded. But if I just preview this one, we'll be going to see these case statuses is being retrieved from the org, and we are going to see these case statuses are being shown, right? So these are the case statuses are available in our org: closed, escalated, new, waiting on customer, working, right? So we can just update the display format to button group as well to make it more good looking, right? So let me just preview it again. and we could see these values are coming directly from our object schema, right, from the case object status field. So now finally we have talked about the uh, option source as manual as well, and a subject as well. We have talked about till now what are those display format we can configure. Now let me just talk about finally regarding the custom as a option source, right? So let me just clone the element again, and I'll just provide the element name as radio custom, and let me just copy this one, and we are going to provide the label as radio custom, right? So now let me just update it to horizontal again, and for example vertical I can just choose. So now I have already created the apex class, so let me just show you the apex class, and let me just update the option source as custom, right? And the for the option source, for the custom, the source syntax will be like class class name dot method name, right? So this will be our syntax, right, to invoke that apex class, right, apex class method. So let me just show you the class that implements the callable interface. I'll just add the class into my GitHub repository as well, and the repository link will be, you can find the repository link in this video description as well. So first of all, so this is OmniStudio standard designer. So earlier we used to implement like OmniStudio dot velocity interface kind of syntax we would use earlier, right? So velocity, for example, for manage package we used to use like velocity dot velocity open interface instead of this one, instead of system dot callable we used to use this one velocity dot open interface or 2, right? So now in the standard designer, in the OmniStudio standard designer, we use this system dot callable to implement the callable to the standard system.callable is the entry point required by the modern Salesforce means OmniStudio standard runtimes, right? So it like it extracts all the parameters. So we are going to provide from the OmniScript level, we are going to provide the input, output and options. So this needs to be configured, extract the parameters from the argument map provided by the OmniScripts, right? So now we are going to use the method invoke method. So this syntax is really the same as earlier, and we just need to declare the class as global always, so that it can be global with sharing, so that it can be invoked across the OmniStudio tools. And we just need to return this invoke method, right? So it is boolean true or false, and the actions are like actions, input, output, options will be the parameter, right? And now in here we are just providing the we are implementing the class method invoke method. In here we are just passing the input as a map string object and output and options, right? So in the try we can see that this is the method name. So this is the method name we are going to pass from the OmniScript, and the syntax for the calling will be like, so this is our class name OmniScript radio controller, right? So I'll just go to the OmniScript radio element again. So I'll just provide the class name dot, and the method name will be what? So our method name will be this one, populate case origin pick list. And another thing, if you want to like to know what is like earlier in the manage package what we want to do, you can also search for my OmniStudio playlist, where you can find I have implemented this for like manage package interfaces as well, to implement that velocity open interface class for like a lookup field or select field custom data source, right? If you want to know how that was implemented earlier for managed packages, you can just deep dive into those videos as well. So for the time being, you just need to remember, we just need to implement this system callable, and we just need to provide the method this callable, so right. So in here the method name, whenever it is equal to this populate case origin pick list, we are going to call this method, and we are going to provide input, output and options as parameter. In here the purpose is very simple. So I'll just going to retrieve like all the values are available in the case origin field. Case origin is a standard field, but you can use any of the fields like status or any custom fields or any custom object field instead of case. For the time being, to keep the demo simple, I just chosen the standard case field and the standard origin field, right? So this method will going to fetch the case origin pick list values and format them for OmniStudio lookup, right? So we are going to use this schema describe to get all case origin pick list entries dynamically. And for to list to hold, we just need to name value pair. For example, let me just show you the edit adjacent. So while let me just show for this element, right? So when let me just choose this one, and in the options you are going to see for the radio element options in you are going to see like name and value. So this is a key value pair kind of, right? So just ignore the image id. So since the image is being uploaded, that is why it is showing a extra parameter. But within the options, so options we just need to configure to return from that class, and we just need to configure name and value, since we are just to hold those name and value as a options, right? That is why we have created this map list of map string that will hold those values of the pick list as a key value pair, and we are just looping through all the keys pick list value entries, and we are just storing those values within the name and value pair only, right? So just storing within the name value, and finally in the options we are just putting this list map string, right? So this is how we just need to return within the output node. We just need to return what is expected, means what need from the OmniScript, right? So I'll just add the code into my GitHub repo so that you can just retrieve the code and just play around it. So now let me just show you the preview. So we have configured the option source already, option source as custom, and the source will be like class name dot method name, right? If I just click on preview, we should see all the options values are available as part of the case origin, right? So these are the case origin available in our org, right? So as simple as that, right? So we just need to follow few basic syntaxes to implement those logics, right? So that's all for OmniStudio radio element. We have talked about like how to configure display format. We have talked about different display format which are actually will be like based on our requirement. We will choose the display format where we just need to show those options as image. We can just choose the display format as image. So there are like 4 image options we have discussed: horizontal, vertical, image, button group. We have discussed about option source. There are 3 option source available. We have discussed about manual option source. We have discussed about SObject option source, and finally we have discussed about the custom data source as well. So that's all for today's demo. Hope this will be helpful for you. So please stay tuned and please consider to take membership into my channel. That will motivate me to create more videos. And thanks to all members who have already taken membership into my channel. I am very appreciated. So please stay tuned, and I'll be uploading more tutorials on Salesforce OmniStudio Data Cloud as well as Agentforce topic. And if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel so that it will motivate me more to create more videos for you. So thanks for watching.